one. Let us learn a few MCQ questions from question paper 23-24. The first question, select washing soda from the following. We know the basic formula of washing soda, Na2CO3, but since it has water of crystallization, that is 10 water molecules, so the correct option would be C, Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. So to confuse so many times, they also ask the option like Na2CO3. Okay, so please don't tick the wrong option. The correct answer is going to be C, that is Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. It is having 10 water of crystallization and its color is white. And as we all know, there are many applications of washing soda, mainly used in cleansing as a cleansing agent. So let's go ahead with the second question. MnO2 plus X HCl giving rise to MnCl2 plus Y water plus ZCl2. In order to balance the above chemical equation, the values of X, Y, Z respectively are. So this is mainly chapter 1, chemical equations and reactions, that wherein there is a balancing of the reaction. So here, again, let's go with the normal hit and trial method by writing LHS and RHS. We'll also mention all the elements involved: Mn, oxygen, hydrogen, and Cl. Here also we have Mn, oxygen, hydrogen, and Cl. So first, let's start with chlorine. Okay, so if I say chlorine, look at the right side. Okay, on left side I have one chlorine, and right side I have 2 plus 2 4 chlorine. So definitely it's not balanced. So what I will do is I will give X4, so it becomes 4 chlorine on left hand side and 4 chlorine on right hand side. Okay, now let's keep that as it is. Now let's go with hydrogen. Okay, since we have HCl here, so let's go with hydrogen. Here there is 4 atoms of hydrogen, and on the right side if you see there is 2. So 2 twos are 4, right? So if I write 2 here, so it's going to become 4 hydrogen. 2 twos are 4 and here it's 4. So hydrogen chlorine is so far balanced. Now let's go with oxygen. So oxygen, if you look at its students left side MnO2, it's 2 oxygen, and right side it's 2 H2O. Okay, so obviously it's going to be 2 oxygen. So oxygen is also balanced. So the last one we have is manganese. So let's look at manganese. Mn on left, Mn on right. So now, and then we have Z. So that's going to be 1. Okay. So now how much is X value? X value is 4, Y value is 2, and Z value is 1. So 4 to 1. So the correct option is going to be C. Okay, 4 to 1 is the correct option. So this is mainly like balancing chemical equation. So balancing, again, they can ask in different ways. So this is one such example wherein they have asked it in the form of X, Y, Z and asking us to fill in what is X, Y, and Z value. So mainly it's going to be the normal hit and trial method. If you want, you can write down left hand side, right hand side, or by now I'm sure you must already be very very familiar with this type of balancing wherein you can directly balance it. Okay, so let's go with the next question. So the answer is going to be C, 4 to 1. Now next question is, organic compounds obtained by the reaction between carboxylic acid and alcohols are. So now we all, let's go through the functional group of carboxylic acid. So we have RCOOH, and then alcohols we have ROH. So whenever there's reaction between acid, carboxylic acid, and alcohol, okay, so let's combine it, acid and alcohol, it always gives rise to ester, RCOOR. So mainly what's happening is there is going to be elimination of water. Okay, so mainly it's like a dehydrating reaction. wherein there is one molecule of water eliminated between one molecule of acid and one molecule of alcohol, and the product obtained will be RCOOR. Okay, so that's nothing but an ester group. So the correct option is going to be C, esters. So this is again from the chapter 4, carbon and its compounds. So let's go ahead with the next question. Select endothermic reaction from the following. So endothermic is whenever a chemical reaction absorbs energy to give rise to the products, we call it as an endothermic. Exothermic reaction is wherein a reaction is takes place wherein energy is liberated. So that becomes an exothermic. Okay, now they're asking about endothermic, wherein energy is absorbed. So let's quickly look at the option. Decomposition of vegetable matter. See, whenever there's vegetable matter decomposed, if you have made compost in your homes, so you'll understand that there's a lot of energy liberated. So that energy liberated is only nothing but helpful for or acts as a manure and helpful for the growth of the plant. So A option is not possible. Now let's go to the second option. Decomposition of calcium carbonate to form quicklime and carbon dioxide. So now this reaction is an endothermic reaction. Means calcium carbonate takes in energy so that the bonds are broken between calcium, carbon, and oxygen to give rise to quicklime and carbon dioxide. So this is quicklime is nothing but calcium hydroxide and carbon dioxide. So this is a decomposition reaction and it's an endothermic. Now the third option, burning of a candle, we all know burning of candle is exothermic. It liberates a lot of energy. And the fourth option, process of respiration. So we are able to get energy every second, every minute in our life. That's because of the process of respiration, wherein we are respiring and the energy is being given to us, given to every cell to do its activity. Okay, so the correct option is going to be P, that is decomposition of calcium carbonate to form quicklime and carbon dioxide. So let's go ahead with the next question. Copper is used for making cooking utensils. Which of the following physical properties of copper is not responsible for the same? So now we all know copper is used at home for cooking purpose. Now the question is that which of the following is not responsible? So something which is not related to copper, which is being used in the cooking purpose. So let's go with the options. First one is malleability. Definitely copper is malleable. That's why it is made into different shapes, that is utensils. And second is high melting point. It has very high melting point. That's why it is again used in cooking. Otherwise, just imagine the moment you had switched on the stove and then the copper would melt. Then it is not possible that you can make any dish out of using copper as an utensil. And the third is thermal conductivity. So because it is having thermal conductivity, the food is getting cooked well in the copper vessel. Now the fourth one is high reactivity. So this high reactivity is a wrong option because we know whenever we cook utensils, I mean food in copper utensils, it is not that it's going to be highly reactive or any poisonous substances are formed from it, right? So it is very stable and it has having low reactivity. So the option is going to be D, that is high reactivity. Now let's go ahead with the next question. Ferrous sulfate crystals lose green color when heated because this compound decomposes into simpler products, loses water molecules, releases sulfur dioxide gas, and produces brown fumes. See, ferrous sulfate again, formula is FeSO4 dot 7H2O. So this 7H2O is the water of crystallization. Okay, so whenever any crystal is made, especially ferrous sulfate, let's say, so the crystal is made in such a way that the seven water molecules are, embedded within the lattice. Now, what is happening is, suppose you heat this ferrous sulfate, what will happen is, the water molecules, we know they easily escape because water exists in different states of matter. So the moment it escapes easily, what will happen is, now the color of ferrous sulfate is a very beautiful pale green color. Now this pale green color just disappears because now the water molecules have also got evaporated. Okay, so because of that, what happens, the pale green color will shift to white color. Okay, so the correct option why ferrous sulfate crystals lose green color is because of this second option, that is it loses water molecules. Okay, so these are some of the MCQs which we have already familiar in the textbook, so please go to the textbook thoroughly. Okay, so thank you. In the next video, we'll be looking at some of the 2 marks and 1 mark questions. Thanks a lot.